What's good? What's good, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Furnished podcast. Now, slightly small inconvenience, alright? My data was acting up, plus Wi-Fi or whatever, and I didn't really feel like that it would be right to even try to upload a video because I wasn't going to be able to for this one. So now here we are. For all my night owls and for those who are still out of school, was good. But anyway, for today's episode, it's really just going to be about really my feelings on as a YouTuber and as a podcast host. So really, let's go all the way back from the first ever episode to where I began my journey on my podcast. Now, at least about 3 or 4 people at that time know about my podcast and whatnot. At least 4, maybe a little bit more, but those are like the main 4 or 5 people that subscribed to my podcast at the beginning. But at first, it was really more on something to occupy me when it comes to me being in school at that time, because as much as I say do good in school, behave and whatnot, I didn't like school like some other people. Alright, I just didn't like school, really. I didn't really like school because it kind of bored me in a way. And of course y'all could say, why not do a sport or be a part of a club? Well, I tried out for sports, didn't work out. I tried out for a club, it worked out, but yet it didn't really satisfy. Respectfully, it did not really satisfy my occupation, being occupied. Like, sure, I was in a play for that one club. Alright, I was in drama club. I was in a play, but respectfully, it did not really make me feel fully occupied completely. So what did I do? I made the podcast. Now, at that time, the podcast was really something to occupy me. Plus, I found it to be fun, and it still is to this day. Even though I've barely posted much, but hey, I'm coming through with more episodes. I promise y'all that. But like, all the way from that first episode, I really just, it was like, okay, new thing in my life. Let's see what we can get started. Let's see what can go down. And already at that moment, I had like maybe 5 to 10 views at that time, 6 likes, and gained like 3 subscribers. Now, note, this was around the time when I was, still working at my first job. I'm not going to mention that first job or mention the name of that first job because I still got some people. Well, actually, no, I just don't feel like it. But for those who know, then y'all know. But at that time, I was working at my first job, and of course, the first job somehow didn't occupy me in a way to where I was satisfied and whatnot. So it's just my podcast. It was fun at that time. My father helped me out with it. And then when I first did my first collab with him, it was like, all right, this is something fun, something cool in a way. I'm going to enjoy this. And really, I'm proud of how far I've gone, even though there's been moments to where I know that I rightfully do not deserve it, because there's been many times to where I don't post or upload anything, like I'm trying to quit or no longer do this, which is not the case. I enjoy doing this. I genuinely enjoy doing this podcast, and I enjoy y'all. I enjoy doing the podcast despite how the fact that there'll be moments to where I wouldn't really upload any episodes. Now, of course, for some people, I know that y'all let it slide when it comes to me going through my studies during high school. But now that I graduated from high school and I'm now entering my adult years, going into college, now I slightly have a little bit of more free time to where I'm now able to upload podcast episodes. And despite me may or may not having a part-time or full-time job outside of my podcast, I still enjoy and I'll still do the best of my ability to really bring some content for y'all. So really, first off, get ready for some episodes that'll start coming out later on throughout the weeks of Fridays. Alright? Because really what I'm starting to do is what my description usually says, which is I record on a Monday and then I upload on a Friday. Sure, that might seem a little bit weird to add the fact that from time to time between a Monday and a Friday some new stuff pops up, especially when it comes to NFL or any other sport, really. But it's just, in my opinion, I say that's the best way for me to schedule things when it comes to, you know, now I'm out of high school, I graduated from high school, going into my college life. I still gotta schedule things on how it's comfortable for me. Personally, it's comfortable for me to where, like, okay, this is a day for me to record a podcast episode. Alright, good. Record that, do a little bit of changes, put in some background music. Let me know if y'all enjoy the background music, alright? Let me know. Unless I got an editor, but I haven't talked to him in a while, but let me know if y'all honestly enjoy the background music that I would have playing in the background every now and then in my episodes. But you know, I record on a Monday. Well, usually I would record on a Monday, do some edits here and there a little bit with certain episodes, and then just straight up, you know, just hope for the best for it to, you know, do good on Friday. So that way, like, things are a lot better. It seems like that I'm rambling, but this is really just me explaining my gratitude and how happy I am as a YouTuber at this stage right now. Because right now I'm currently at 105 subscribers, but I know that will grow instantly or not instantly, but will grow gradually. And another thing, as a podcast creator or a podcast host, is how the fact that, like, sometimes it can be hard to think of good topics to talk about, because of course there are a lot of things that goes down, but at the same time I try my best to find a good topic or a good subject to talk about to keep this podcast to seem like it's a wow, this is something very interesting, and of course to keep y'all occupied whenever y'all are bored and whatnot. So into which, like, sometimes it can be hard. Like, having a podcast is hard from time to time, because when it comes to topics, you gotta think, and from time to time thinking can sometimes be hard, especially when it comes to, like, trying to think of a good topic to talk about. And, you know, like, sometimes you just have to not, respectfully, sometimes you just have to not do anything in order for an idea to pop up. Like, there's been some occasions to where I just don't do anything, and then an idea will pop up, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing that for a podcast episode, and I would pray to God that I would not lose that idea. That's happened to me multiple times. Alright, which is exactly why there's some things that I wish I had, like, uploaded on my podcast, but I wasn't able to, and it could have been on the podcast if I just remembered it, or if I just didn't forget what it was. But yeah, that's really it on that. And with me trying to get to 10K before my excuse me, because since my podcast is now at 105 subscribers, meaning in my opinion, I say we're getting closer to 10K, I'm just gonna update y'all. Well, not really update, but more on just blabbering and ranting on other stuff, really. But yeah, that's really the feeling of me being a podcast host and as a YouTuber, alright? As a YouTuber, despite me not really getting paid at all at this moment, even though I got Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, and Patreon. Go check those out if y'all want to. I'm not getting paid, but hey, really, it's not about the payment. It's really on, like, okay, y'all enjoying this? Yeah, having a great time. I'm having a great time. I'm creating a platform. I'm helping out my mother in different ways, really. And life is going great as far as I'm concerned. Or just in general, life is going great for me. And I pray that life is going great for y'all as well. And like, again, as a YouTuber, it's fun, alright? Despite me not getting paid, it's fun, and I honestly enjoy it. That's really all that I wanted to point out right now, or at least at this moment, for an episode that I haven't done, or at least I haven't before I even recorded that one episode, the Let's Talk episode. Go check that out if y'all wanted to. Or not episode, it was a video. Let's Talk video. Go check that out if y'all want to. Like, that's really all I wanted to point out and talk about, really. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode that I finally got the chance to bring to y'all. And I'm sorry that this episode is a little bit late, but hey, at least I'm here. And again, before I was not able to I wasn't even going to be able to even upload an episode if I didn't have, like, if my data wasn't acting up at the moment, and if the Wi-Fi wasn't acting up at the moment, this video or this episode would have been out a little bit earlier than what it is right now. So yeah, I apologize for that, but hey, at least I'm out here. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my Instagram if y'all want to. Follow my Twitter if y'all want to. Follow me on Snapchat. Heck, follow me on Snapchat if y'all want to. If you want to donate, then donate through Cash App, Venmo, PayPal if y'all want to. And check out my Patreon if y'all feel like it. All right. I would really enjoy if y'all would, but hey, it's y'all. I can't force y'all. But yeah, God bless. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this, alright? Share this. Let's bring up the subscription, because by the time we get to 10K on the 3-year anniversary of this podcast, I got something special for y'all, alright? I got a surprise for y'all. God bless. I'll catch y'all next time.